Hi, my name is Suze Kennington and I run a business called writersmind.com. It's kind of a mashup of neuroscience, anthropology, animal communication and spirituality, where I support horse riders coming into a really close and confident relationship with their horses, kind of like marriage guidance for horse lovers, I guess. I've done a few Mirasee courses. The Course Builders Laboratory came after doing the Audience Business Masterclass. And I'd say before I did Course Builders, I romanticised the idea of having an online course, but I didn't actually get down and make it because I was scared. I didn't know how to tie all the bits together. My approach to building and launching products, I wouldn't say I so much built a product before. I had provided coaching services to people in environments of one-on-one or in a workshop format, but I hadn't actually built a product as such. It was a bundle of information that I would present and then see what results I could get from people. And yes, people were taking up the information and they were enjoying it and they were using it, but it wasn't so much an end-to-end solution of really curating the content for digestibility and actionability. And that's what I really liked about the Course Builders Laboratory, is actually thinking about the learning experience of your piloteers and your course attendees, and really being very, very strict on yourself, because if you're like me, you've got so many things you could say, but that curation process is critical to make sure that you can get the outcomes that people are really interested in, and being very sure of what outcomes they're interested in. I guess one of the main things for me was to really look at progress, not perfection. And for me, the real revelation was stop, allow version 1. Because you can't get to version 2 or 3 or 4 unless you've had version 1, and you learn so much. Even if you delivered it to 3 people, you just learn so much by the process of actually going out there, creating the course, delivering the pilot, and it's learning that you can't preempt. It would be wonderful if we could sit there and think of all the things we needed to know before we did it, but you just can't. Sometimes you've got to go in boots and all and swim like hell and do the best that you can, because there's so much learning to come from that piloting process. Wow, Lindsay and the Mirasee team are just fantastic. You always feel like somebody's invested in your progress, and as I said, progress rather than perfection. There is no such thing as perfection, and we can use that as a real procrastination tool. And sometimes all you need is somebody to listen, not necessarily somebody to tell you what to do. And that was really, really good in those roadblocks. So things like really getting stuck on wording around your niche statement, or really thinking that you have to have the best sales pitch script before you ring anybody to invite them onto the course, when really, as I said before, sometimes you just got to jump in there and get stuck in, and you learn along the way. And yeah, those types of roadblocks that come, procrastination, fear roadblocks, definitely were popping up, but we were moving through them. And having the Facebook group was fantastic as well, because there's people there with all sorts of different backgrounds, all sorts of different business experience levels, all sorts of different businesses, and sometimes the richness from those diverse points of view is just what you need to open up your myopic approach that you may have when you're looking at the world through only your own lens. So yeah, the whole setup is really engineered for success and engineered for progress, no matter what industry you're in, rather than just being specific for one industry, which is really important because diverse input creates a really rich solution. Launching the pilot was such a mix of emotions. It was equal measure terrific and terrifying, and like anybody who stepped outside their comfort zone, it's super exciting, but it's not always really comfortable. I can remember as I picked up the phone to make my first sales call, to first invitation to become a piloteer on my course, and I was sweating and I was shaking, and it was almost as if my entire self-worth was on the line while I was making this call, and it was very, very uncomfortable. But the buzz afterwards, having done it and having had someone say, yes, actually that sounds really interesting, I would love to be part of that. So exciting, what a rush. Delivering the webinars live with my voice and so forth during the pilots, I got such a rush after it. I'd come in here and I was skipping and like, whoa, half, yes, I survived, and the other half is, wow, people really like that. They really seemed moved by it. And I'm still getting emails now saying that they're still applying the material they learnt in the pilot course, and God, that just feels amazing. It feels absolutely amazing to have had a positive influence over someone's relationship with their horse and with themselves as well. If you're thinking of enrolling in the Course Builders Laboratory and you maybe you're watching this video, I would really say to you, don't expect not to be uncomfortable, because that's okay. You're pushing your comfort zone. And if you're wondering whether you're going to get professional material, whether you're going to get good personal support, I would say wholeheartedly don't worry about it. The Mirasee team, they are a really, really switched on bunch of people, and they're also a really nice bunch of people. They're not into ninja hack, quick fix, blah-de-blah, lots of shiny bits type of business. They're into building a really sustainable business that creates the change that you want. The information and the team behind the information are really solid, and they are committed to making sure that you get the results that you want. You don't come out as a cookie cutter Course Builders Laboratory gingerbread person. You come out as somebody who not only has launched a pilot and seen yourself creating that information and witnessed yourself being capable in that sphere, you come out with tools that you can use to launch and trial so many business ideas after that point. So it's not information just for this month or this year or this week, it's information for the rest of your business career, which it feels like a really good investment, because I'm not learning stuff that is disposable, I'm learning stuff that is going to be applicable through the rest of what I'm doing for the rest of my business life. So they're a really, really solid team, and I wish you really the very, very best of luck in what you want to bring to the world, because that's what they're here to help you with.